Hermitcraft Infinity. Welcome back to Hermitcraft Infinity. All right. Well, here we are, the great grand energy core thing here, and you'll notice the charge level, 152 billion, which is amazing. The entire facility has been running on power stored in this thing for the last probably week or so. And the last time I remember taking a look at this, it had over 350 billion RF stored in it. So it's definitely draining things down. Not critically fast. It's not fast enough to worry about. But I do want to get something going on with that reactor and get it cranking up again. And if I head down there, right now, it's, well, there's, oh, for crying out loud. Really? Have I ever mentioned I really hate slimes? Anyway. Okay, so the thing is pretty much cooled off and whatnot. And what I did was I disabled the fuel flow into it, and that way it's allowed it to collect a new batch of fuel. And if I look in here, I'm up to about 6100 yellorium ore, ingots that is, and the ore is getting processed as soon as it comes in. And so basically this thing might as well be turned off, and I do want to get it going again. Now, several people have talked in the comments about using this thing to run turbines, and that's great. I do think I want to do that, as apparently that is the way that you get the most out of the reactor. But if that's the way to go, then what I want to do is I want to be able to set up a turbine setup that can take full advantage of this reactor. The internal dimensions on this thing are 9 by 9 by 20. And so my question is, how much of what kind of turbine setup would be needed to take full advantage of this thing? This thing, when it's running full bore, when it's turned on and running 100%, can output 137,000 RF per tick. Now, granted, doing that makes it eat yellorium ingots like candy, but it can do it. And so now I do have to do some looking up about turbines and do a little bit of reading up on them things to figure out just exactly what I need. And if y'all have some input, some suggestions as to how to get the most out of this with turbines, I'm all ears. I really want to hear that. So I'm going to be working on that. Meanwhile, there's all this cyanite ingots that I've been picking up, and I ought to go ahead and start processing that stuff. Wait. Let's see. Oh yeah. OMG. Whoever could have done this? Oh my, what a surprise. Wow. Happy Mother's Day. How about that? Okay. All right. There you go, Slipgator. I didn't tell myself. All right. I am, however, going to move this. This is really cool, and it guarantees that I notice it, because when I pop in here, right in front of this is where I materialize. So I am going to move it, however, because that's in a really awful place for getting access to my panel there. So let's see. Glass. Let's see. Do I want the quartz? Well, let's get some of the quartz glass. We use quartz glass for this guy. And I think I'm going to set him right over here. All right. And I just happen to have golden lasso because I sometimes carry one around just in case. And I'm going to put this guy in here. And I'm going to keep him in there because I have seen how these little guys like to run around and pick you up and start carrying you. Yeah. Okay, well, that was cool. That was definitely cool, Slippery, to do that. It was great. Or whoever it was that did this, that was cool of them. There you go. Obligatory bad acting. Oh, let's get this off of 3x3 mode before I destroy something important. Like the floor. Yeah. Okay. Now, I have gone ahead and made up a cyanite reprocessor. Let me get some conduit. Alright, some power and pressurized fluid. I think, yeah, it's an item. And I have a sneaky feeling I'm going to need a filter or two. Okay, I'm going to set this up over here. I have taken some time to expand this room out a little bit. And this light blue line here that comes, well, whoa, glitching in the walls, comes down from the top and way the heck over there. There's still 3 channels available to use on that line, so let's see. Here we go. In here, light blue cable. That'll be what I need. Yeah, import bus. I may not need the import bus, but well, anyway. Alright, so let's take the cyanite reprocessor, set it down here. That doesn't look terrible. Alright. Okay. Item conduit. Okay. Where's my wrench? Okay, apparently it can't connect down there. How about here? Are you telling me that this thing cannot connect? Oh, let's see. Oh, it can if you tell it what side is what. All right. All right. Now we need one for water. Now I've got water coming out of this thing over here. So if I take a fluid conduit, let's see, how about oh, that was brilliant. And that was even more brilliant. I just killed the water that was needed for that thing. Okay, that's alright. I can fix that. Alright. Fluid conduit. Up is insert. South is extract, always active. Now I can just break that one off of there. That'll look better. And let's take this pipe around this way. Yeah, out that way. All right. Okay. That'll do it nicely. And we can just run this conduit through here. All right, now fluid is insert okay. Put that back. No, let's not put one there. You mean to tell me I don't have any water handy? That my nearest water is actually up here? I'm going to have to do something about that. All right. Okay, I don't see any water going into this thing yet. All right, let me play around with this and figure out how the piping needs to go to get the water into that thing. All right, got it figured out. Derp on my part. I still had this thing set to output on top. I set it to output to the side, and all of a sudden, the water line I put in was working. And I figured out this thing needed to have red for the item input, green is the item output, and blue is the water input. So that's working. And so I've got item conduit running stuff out from all of these machines. And I do believe it ends up all coming over here into this ME interface, putting it back into the AE system. So the only thing I need here is an export bus, and that's the wrong flavor. All right, give me an export bus. Throw that back in there. Go ahead and set that to export Cyanite. And then let's just run some light blue cable over here to that. Hello. Uh-oh, I may not actually be here. I've been having some connection troubles. Let me relog and see if that fixes it. Okay. Yeah, that took care of it. Okay. Put that up there. Now we've got cyanite ingots. Should be output from the AE system into here. Yes, they are. All right. Let's get at least one acceleration card and throw in there. I'll have to get some more of those made up, but this will do for now. And this should be processing cyanite into plutonium. Oh, that's right. Let's hook up some power and maybe it'll work. What do you think? Sounds like a groundbreaking concept to me. All right. And we are powered up. It's operational and it's cooking. Slowly it looks like, but it's cooking. Okay, so the cyanite will be processed into plutonium, which is another form of fuel for the reactor. That much is great. All right, and I don't need that filter either. All right, I'm going to patch this up and we'll get on with things. All right, next thing I want to do is get ready to have one of those, to have a node moved right there where that torch is. And for that, I'm going to need one of these guys, the node transducer, because we're going to move it down there. I'm going to energize it. Let me look at the actual recipe. Yeah, iron, comparator, redstone, and nitor. All right. It's too bad you can't shift-click these things into place. And, of course, a regular node stabilizer. All right. And let's get the V discount. All right, good. All right, now let's see. Wait a minute. Thought I had that stuff ready. I know I did. All right. I'm just going to make a couple of more then, rather than fuss around trying to find. All right. So we put one of them there. We set the focus to that unit, to that location. We come up here and let's see. Oh yeah, make sure that's set to 1 by 1. Break that block, drop this teleposer, oh come on. Alright, fine. And we drop a button on there. Oh, wait a minute. Now I have to go back and reset the doggone focus. There. Focus in there. Button. Shift click the button on. Press the button. Poof. Alright, I can barely see it, but it's there. Alright, good. Break this out. Put a stabilizer underneath of that. Alright, we're good to go. And we got the node transducer put on top of it. There. Alright, and alright. Switch out to this so I can actually see what I'm doing here. Alright, there's our node. And all of the ones that are not primals will break down into whatever primals make them up. So this should end up being pretty decent sized energized node. So let's just go ahead. Throw the redstone block on there. And there we go. And let's turn NEI, that whale thing, off for the moment. That's going to take a little while to drain all of those and become energized. All right. Well, it looks like it's going to be reasonable. Okay, granted, the Ignis is only 4. And there's a couple of 5s in there, but there's also a 6, 7, and 8. It's reasonable for starters. And the next node that I build up is going to be decidedly bigger, I think. But this will work. This will work for a lot of things. Let's see. V relays. Alright, we need that. Now, if I set one up here on the wall, and if I set another one, say right about there, and then if I set, okay, there is a wand in there. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. There is another piece needed to get the AE system to be able to use that stuff. Let's see. On here. Let's see. Where is it? Here. V relay interface. A balanced shard with a P2P tunnel ME. Okay, that won't cost very much to do. Alright. Alright, we have a balanced shard. Let's make up a P2P tunnel. Hello, come on. It can't be that complicated. There we go. And let's see, that needs to be hooked to the network some way or another. How about I'm not sure if it needs to be on a cable, but I'm going to put it on one. And let's see, let's break that off of there. Bang onto there. Is that too far away? Maybe. Alright. Yeah. Alright, now I believe I need a memory card. Okay. One memory card. Alright. Right click on that. Alright, hang on here. When in doubt, read the instructions. I'll be back. Alright, I gotta figure it out. I missed a step in doing this. So, make the V relay like so. No. P2P tunnel, and the balanced shard like so. V relay interface. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Now, that should actually work right on there, just simply because that is connected to the system. I'm going to go ahead and use a piece of cable anyway. Hook this on there. And then a V relay onto it. Okay, memory card. Shift right click on that, and then right click on this, And now that wand is charging. Cool. And all the aspects that need charging are charging all at the same time from that node. Excellent. So we got some automated charging that appears to actually be faster than the setup out there because it's doing all of them at the same time instead of one each in turn. That's great. All right. And I can have this power other things as well by just right-clicking on the device to have it be lined up, tuned up with that thing, if I've got it right. All right. Well, we got something going on here. All right. And the reason I did that is I wanted to get down here to, let's see here, I wanted to get busy doing some of this Ichor cloth stuff, and specifically get to this wand. Ichor cloth strap silverwood wand core. Get to this thing, and I'm going to need some Ichor, 2 bits of Ichor cloth, the Salus Mundus, a gas tier, and a silverwood rod. Okay. Yeah. So for the Ichor, nether shard, ender shard, diamond, eye of ender, and another star. All right. Shard. Okay. Got some ender shards. You're kidding me, I don't have nether shards? I got nether stars. I have had a system charged. I've had a quarry running on a 1,000 by 1,000 thing in the nether for quite some time. You mean I don't have any nether shards? Okay, I'm going to have to look up how to get those. All right, it seems that the nether shard is a somewhat rare drop from zombie pigmen, and they have to be spawned in the nether in order for them to have a chance of dropping that. So, switching back to the stronger armor, and I am off to the nether to hunt zombie pigmen. All right, got it all together here. Took me quite a while. I was out there killing Endermen, or no, not Endermen, zombie pigmen for about 20, 25, 30 minutes, something like that, and I came up with all of 6 nether shards. But that's enough to get some stuff made to get going on this with. So, without further ado, let's give this thing a whack and start making some Ichor. Probably be useful if I had these so that I could see what's going on. Short. Come on. I don't believe this. Alright, fine. Drop some of this in there. hooking up in both of these things. Yeah, because it's not going to go any further until it gets another 31 Spiritus. Uh-oh. I do believe one of my shards blew up. And it would be the one that was harder to get a hold of. Alright, the stuff is coming in. I didn't double check that I had enough of each one. Oh well. Not a problem. It doesn't look like it's a really critical failure. Just a minor failure. And once this one is done, I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode, and then off camera I'm going to make up as much more of the stuff as I have materials for. Maybe go kill some more zombie pigmen and get more. Oh no. Now it turned into flux. Okay. But we got the first 8 bits of Ichor. And we'll start putting that stuff to use next time. Meanwhile, I'm off to kill more zombie pigmen and make more of that stuff. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.